Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen and As-salatu wassalam to his messenger Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala broadens our knowledge. I also pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards us all for our good deeds and grants us all Jannah after our death. Assalamu alaikum. I intend to talk about Ulum al-Qur'an. The first topic is about the era of Abu Bakr. During the ruling time of Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu, there were three main groups that the Muslims had to fight against. Number one, refused to pay zakah. They gave reasons such as the Prophet ﷺ had passed away, believing that zakah is no longer required to be paid and that it's not a pillar of Islam. Number two, the Fasiqs, which were the hypocrites, who outwardly showed they were Muslims but really they weren't. They simply joined Islam. It started to spread fast. Number three, claiming false prophethoods after Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and made their own new religion. Due to Sahabas fighting these battles, many who memorized the Qur'an attained Shahada. The companion got worried about losing the Qur'an. Umar radiyallahu anhu advised Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu, the Khalif, make hard copies of the Qur'an. Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu initially refused, giving his reasons that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu did not tell Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu to do that. He was afraid of altering the deen. He later accepted Umar radiyallahu anhu's advice to collect it. The next topic is about Zayd ibn Thabit. Abu Bakr ordered Zayd ibn Thabit radiyallahu anhu to be in charge of collecting and writing down the whole Qur'an. Why Zayd ibn Thabit was chosen? Number one, he was one of the best reciters. Number two, he memorized the Qur'an during the lifetime of the Prophet ﷺ. Number three, Zayd radiyallahu anhu was one of the Sahabas present when the whole Qur'an was recited by the Prophet ﷺ during his last Ramadan to Angel Jibreel. The Prophet ﷺ recited the Qur'an twice that year. The next topic is about the process of collecting the Qur'an. Zayd took the honor of collecting the Mus'hafs. The Qur'an has been preserved during the time of Prophet ﷺ. Prophet ﷺ's materials such as leather and cloths, etc. Zayd also asked other Hafiz and Sahabas to come forward, bringing forth any Mus'hafs they have preserved. Once the section of Qur'an was unambiguously agreed to a correct version, he would then write down on leather, witnessed by two Sahabas, as a confirmation of its originality. The first written copy was handed to Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu, who handed it down to as an amana, which is trust, it to the second Khalif Umar radiyallahu anhu before passing away. After Umar radiyallahu anhu passed away, he passed on a copy of the Qur'an to his daughter Hafsa, who was the wife of the Prophet ﷺ. Hafsa kept the Qur'an in her house in Medina, and the Qur'an was made available for any verifications for the accuracy. After Umar radiyallahu anhu passed away, the third Khalifa, Uthman ibn Affan radiyallahu anhu, offered to make more copies as the Islamic State had spread in size of land and people. The original copy of the Quran is still preserved in Topkapi Museum. Alhamdulillah, I had the opportunity to visit Topkapi Museum in Turkey to see the Holy Quran. I suggest if anyone hasn't had the opportunity to visit Turkey, please consider it as your next trip. All the good I have said is a blessing of Allah. Anything wrong, factually incorrect, I seek Allah's forgiveness and seek guidance. I would also like to thank my teachers. May Allah increase their knowledge. Assalamu alaikum.